Hello, everyone. My name is Ben, and this is my informative speech. So, have you ever walked into a room and forgot why you went in there in the first place? This simple experience shows how complex our memory systems are. So, memory can be significant for very many reasons. It's a very important aspect of our lives. It contributes to our academic success as well as our personal success. And understanding how it works can benefit everyone. So today I'm going to explore the science behind memory and why and how it works and why we forget sometimes. First off, I'm going to be explaining how memory works. Then I'll discuss why we forget. And then finally, I'll share some strategies for improving your memory. So, according to Dr. John Medina's brain rules, memory works in three different steps: encoding, storage, and retrieval. Encoding is when your brain takes information and makes it usable. For example, if you're paying attention in class, your brain is actively turning what you hear into something you can remember. Storage is keeping information in your brain over time. The hippocampus helps with long term memories, while the prefrontal cortex handles short term memories. These processes can help you remember things like a phone number for like a few seconds or a childhood memory for a few years. Retrieval is when you pull out that stored information. So things such as like remembering answers for a test or remembering a friend's name after seeing their face. So according to the American Psychological Association, retrieval can be improved with the right context or cues, such as sights or smells. So we have there are different types of memory. Sensory memory. Sensory memory holds quick impressions like when you catch a glimpse of like a bird flying by. Short-term memory. This this is like a temporary holding space, while long-term memory stores important things such as skills or life experiences. So now that you know what memory how memory works, let's talk about why we forget things. So why we forget. Forgetting things happens because of interference. New information can push out old information. For example, you might forget an old locker combination after memorizing a new one. According to the American Psychological Association, this is called retroactive interference. Sometimes old information gets in the way of new information. For example, remembering your old email password instead of the new one. This is called proactive interference. So another reason that memories can fade over time is according to the decay theory discussed by the Journal of Cognitive Psychology. If you don't use what you have learned, your brain might forget it, just like how you might forget a language you haven't practiced since high school. So according to the National Institute of Mental Health, stress and emotions, stress and emotions can also affect your memory. Stress makes it harder for your brain to save memories because of um, hormones such as cortisol. However, strong emotions can also make some memories stick, such as remembering where you were during an important event. So even though we forget sometimes, there are plenty of ways to make our memory stronger. So how to improve your memory? One way of improving your memory, according to the Journal of Cognitive Psychology, is to use active recall and spaced repetition. So what active recall is just testing yourself instead of reading notes. So, for example, quizzing yourself with flashcards to make your brain work harder and remember better. And spaced repetition means reviewing information and setting intervals to make it stick, like using apps that remind you to study at the right time. So, according to Harvard Health, taking care of your brain and body also can improve memory. Exercise helps your brain by increasing blood flow. Activities such as walking or running are very good for your memory as well. Also, getting the right amount of sleep is also super important. When you sleep, your brain organizes and stores what you've learned. So, skipping out on sleep can make it harder to remember things. So, in conclusion, memory is a very fascinating and essential part of our lives. Today, we've explored how memory works, why we forget, and some strategies to improve recall. First, memory memory involves encoding, storage, and retrieval. Second, forgetting is caused by interference, decay, and emotional factors. Third, active recall, spaced repetition, and a healthy lifestyle can enhance your memory. So the next time you walk into a room and you forget why you're there, just remember that understanding memory is the first step towards improving it. Thank you all for listening to my speech, and that's all.